Hi everyone, my name's Scott. Welcome to Planes, Trains, Everything, and welcome to a rather gloomy Bucharest North Railway Station. I love travelling by train, and I really like travelling overnight because it's spooky and mysterious. Give me a train that goes overnight with a sleeping compartment and I'll show you a very happy man. Show me a train that goes overnight with a sleeping compartment that I've got to myself and I'm delirious. Unfortunately, that's not the case tonight. Tonight I'll be travelling between Bucharest and Budapest on the overnight service, sharing with three complete strangers. Now, here in Eastern Europe, they generally don't segregate between the genders. So tonight my three travelling companions could be male Romanian wrestlers, or they could be female tennis players. You never know. The truth will be somewhere in between. Anyway, let's find out what platform the train's leaving from. 21:55 to Budapest. Platform 1. I always like to make sure there's an engine at the front of the train. How embarrassing would that be if it was an oversight? Right, wagon 423. My home for the next 15 hours. Hello. Berth 65, upper berth. 10 minutes to go. I've got it to myself, but it's not going to last. This is a first class 4-berth compartment. I was just checking the timetable and there are 23 intermediate stops between Bucharest and Budapest. It's going to be a bumpy old night with lots of stops. I don't usually do toilet tours, but as I had to go anyway, I thought, why not? Don't worry, this is a family channel. You won't see anything you shouldn't. One thing about the toilet, we ran out of paper by the border. It was a good job I always carry my own supply. The very nice conductor was telling me that I've got the place to myself until Craiova, which is about 3 hours away. So I've got 3 hours of peace and quiet. After that, the place should be full, but he says it's okay for me to sleep on the lower berth. And I said, are you sure? And he says, yeah, okay with me. You stay, lower berth. So I've got that sorted. I love land borders. It's a condition which I call frontierophilia. Crossing from Romania to Hungary would be a first for me, crossing by land from a non-Schengen EU country to a Schengen one. What could I expect? Well, I'll find out at about 9:30 in the morning. Despite the conductor telling me I'd be joined at Craiova, no one came. In fact, I wouldn't be joined until Timisoara. Well guys, against all odds I managed to get some sleep last night, around about 6 hours on and off, which is unusual. I don't usually sleep when I'm on the move. That is Western Romania, and we'll be at the border in around about 2 hours. At Timisoara, my phone operator notified me with an SMS. Welcome to Serbia. Timisoara is just 30 kilometers from the Serbian border, so it must have picked up a signal from there. I was joined at Timisoara by an amazing Russian woman from St. Petersburg. Her daughter lived in Amsterdam, and realizing relations between Russia and the EU would only go in one direction after the Ukraine invasion, and the fact her friends were painting pro-Russian Zs on their windows, she realized it was time to get out of Russia for good. She travelled overland into Georgia with just one bag, and now has temporary residence in Bulgaria. This would be the first time since COVID when she has tried to visit her daughter and was quite apprehensive at the border. Even the border officials at Curtici were scratching their heads, but eventually she was allowed into Hungary, and you could see the relief on her face. I wish her all the luck in the world because she deserves it. Bye again. Well guys, we've made it to Budapest, and that was an amazing journey. Not only did I get the sleeping berth to myself for a good part of the journey, but that Russian lady from St. Petersburg was amazing. So inspirational, so brave. And that's what I like about long distance journeys. Some of the people you meet, they've got amazing stories. Anyway guys, thanks very much for coming along on this journey with me, and I'll see you next time.